Hello. When we last left off, we were on part. We finished part 6, example 6 of the Blend2D samples mentioned in this getting started page. And it might not be very long tonight, but I'll try to at least get number 7 underway, possibly finished. Number 8, I'm less confident of. There are more samples as posted on the side that I could maybe do later, or else just on my own to flesh this out. As I said, I probably won't stream the entire plugin development because it will go on for quite some time. I've got a fan in the background, which I hope can be heard over. We look through example 7. It looks like we'll need a font base and a font. I believe these are the objects we'll need. We'll need to extend rotate, and we'll need to add this fill view to UTF-8 text. I don't anticipate these being too hard. We have this font, which I grabbed and it's in the folder, and have some other projects that I'm trying to. I'll post the link here. If I can spell it. I'm trying to post snapshots of the what do you call it, the current state of the Lua files with links to the current state of the Git project if I can get around to it. So that was example 7. Example 8 will also different file, different face, and that's still the same. Example 8 will add font metrics. Well, we'll add font metrics, text metrics, and glyph buffer. The metrics, I might be able to get away with tables for now because they only seem to be filling in a few fields. In this case, 2-tier field, 2 tiers of fields. Okay, I'll need fill glyph run at some point. And this glyph buffer actually has methods, so it has it has something similar to this, I suppose. And learn what you cast, and it has a glyph run. We'll see what I don't know what a glyph run looks like. So I'm not so sure I'll get this completed. I'll go another hour and see how far I get. This is nothing big. So I'll step out these 3 classes. So we'll need a equals class and put it in shared. I'm sure that's where it is. Okay. Yeah. So we'll have add. Anyway. Font face. Whoa. And again, these, as I said in previous streams, I don't know if these I don't know if the Visual Studio windows are popping up. It doesn't look like they are in the preview. So I apologize for talking while nothing's happening in some parts. I'll font this. In the world. No. Sorry, I managed to confuse myself by the embarrassment of options available to me. Font-based fonts and glyph buffer. Okay. And this. We will need, I think we'll need an is, no. Close this for now. I think we don't need, this isn't very interesting. So we'll need some things to add here. So we'll want add font, add font face, add glyph buffer, and the getters. So gradient git. Let's go to get font. Font this. These are all in a row. So, let's try font core. Yeah. Okay. Font base core. Okay. And buffer core. Okay, so these are all first class. And we go back to the Lua, all the notes in the Lua file. So the font takes a face, so we need this face. And we need it for these two, eventually at least. The glyph buffer. It's used by some of these. I don't think we need his test yet. But, well, Actually, I suppose for now we can dispense with the ears phase because we just... I don't think it'll ever take anything else. Yeah, so never mind. We just need those things themselves. All right. So you'll... I think the codec was the simplest of these, if I'm not mistaken. So let's copy that and flesh these out. You don't want cook. A little break. Want this, so want this. And we don't need to find by name. We need add font face. Yeah. Need new font face. And this needs the BL font face score. Likewise that. This. All right. I'm actually going to copy that instead because that's everything's properly broken. Okay. So the font face we need. Oh, I better break. Now I can break this. And lastly, this. I suppose I wouldn't. I would have figured that out already. So these getters. Oh, I should have done that as well. Okay. So this will return a font face core. Need this. This. So take that and return one. Font face. BL font face emit. And it just takes itself, or it just takes a face. Destroy. And it should be fairly mundane. Expect anything that unusual. And I still think the GCs could be cleaned up. I will, I hope, get to that in not too long. No, and this is on those folks. Okay. Font base. Anything else? Okay, this one is not. I don't have a name that way. And oops, font. Okay. And this is actually handy that it squiggles it out if it's not implemented. So those are all in there, and then we need to add it. Add the font base functions. Right. Font. This would be more of the same. So get font. Get font color. Get for font. Okay, so get font. This font. And font in it. Yeah, it looks okay. Just fix the font. All that fonts. We'll do this now. Font fonts. Get fonts, which is not a font base. So the idea is that I sort of set this up in a way that I will successfully break things as I fill them in until ideally everything is in compile ready form. And if it's not, I get the red squiggles. Let's see. Get fonts. Like that. And font. And font. This is add font. I still forgot that. Yeah. Oh well. And we can put that in. Font, add font. And lastly, glyph buffer. Well, I'm not sure I'll get around to doing anything with this today. So git glyph buffer. That's glyph buffer tar. Oops. And then one here. This needs to be over there and that. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So then we want that here and here. Call it the glyph buffer. Adelia say glyph buffer in it. That's good. Yeah. Glyph buffer. Arr. Spelling glyph in interesting ways. All right, so take this and put it here, here. So maybe get the buffer. And again, here to the glyph buffer and destroy. And finally, glyph buffer once. Now we want add glyph buffer. And this will be new. And then we need to finally assign that name here. And it looks all good as well. So everything's checked out, or everything checks out. And we can finally format. So add and compile. I've been doing a few other plugins this week, including some bitemap enhancements for using. You can use these as images or as providers of image content, but you supply them from an arbitrary data source. And also WebP, you can load files from that. I've had this for a while, but I have something more direct now. And these can populate a bitemap. So there's maybe material in there to explore later. I also probably mentioned that I'll be doing something with GIFs. Again, I had this before, but I'm trying to make a more familiar format, or a more approachable, smaller plugin. And I've also been doing a little open source on Solr. Down the road, I hope to feature some of that. And now I'm getting linker errors. Font facing it. Font facing it. Here are these. I'm cleaning that. Let's see, font placement is giving me troubles. Not there. It's there. I should have looked at the errors more. Vigorously. Trying to add some memory callback features to allow using arbitrary memory as a data source, and in turn allowing other things to consume that memory that you provide. So this is a way it's akin to the external textures that say ByteMap uses to upload arbitrary data to the graphics card. But this would be, for instance, you could read memory out of a string. That's the most common use, or full user data. Both of these are available from Lua, or from the C API in Lua, but you don't quite get it as conveniently in Lua itself. But other things could be bitmap data or arrays of floats, structured arrays. There's Android asset data, which is a little different than what you might get. Members of structures. There's several more things I'm not remembering, and C++ vectors, in particular resizable ones, because I've got a lot of facilities to exchange data between threads and other sources. So I've had this feature for a while, but it's been kind of brittle because I had to do it in the absence of open source when I first made it, and now I'm hoping to make it a more first-class citizen of the engine. What on it? No. World. Resolve. So these have get click run outlines. Let's see if that's got anything available. And these all exist here. This present. We have font.h everywhere. That's included. Okay, so that's there. This is all there. So why would it be? These for companies. It's all part of the API too. That's the thing I'm finding a little strange. So what if I just step all this out? I still get the linking errors. Things, I don't get any in that file, but that's expected. I'm looking for any options I might need to add to build this. Something about the following libraries are required in Windows, but I don't. To be documented. Maybe just a thing if it was broken. when I need it. And you hunt for maybe there's something. That wouldn't explain. That wouldn't explain why why it's. There's an open type library. I'm wondering if I have to link it in. See if I have any resources in the folder I grabbed this from. Third party claims that the that Asimjit was the only dependency. So I'm hoping that's not going to come into play. Let's see anything so far. Open type. I'm going to discover this immediately after I'm done. I can just see it now. It's going to be something silly. So, unresolved objects specified more than once. I'm getting that. That does seem suspicious. So, oh, maybe there's another font file that just called font and or called add, which should be called add font. Yeah, okay. Let's try that again. So, okay, so I think uh, we might even see it show up here. But there must be another file called font.cpp. And I even ran into this when I was first building it because there's some files and there's some test files that had the same names and it was complaining. So I renamed them slightly. I think that's what's happening here because there must be another font file. So this new one is getting ignored. Or it's superseding the old one. And there it is, font.cpp. And thus the symbols aren't getting exported. Oh, that was, yeah, I think that, so an interesting self-inflicted problem. Linker errors are the best error. But on that note, it would be a good time to look at So we want to, we have a face that's simple enough to create. We can just do that like we've been doing before. So let's begin that. And we'll do example 7. And for number 8, maybe we'll just try to get this parsing working if that. Oh, maybe we'll just try to get the strings successfully printing. What is it? All right. So the font base, local base, font base. There. Yes, create new file, and this will be a. This is in the directory, so it's half the file. And the error return will be basically this. So we'll follow this method, I guess. See, we did it there too. So, and probably just refer to it to how it was done. So let's see. Error. Fail to load a font base. And again, as I'm sure I must have mentioned, I'll try to make this return strings instead of just codes, but there's a huge list of them. So I didn't do it before, and yeah, okay, so they're compiled. So it was that issue I mentioned, just 2 font.cpp files, and one was trouncing the other. All right, so this will be pretty much the same as this. Local font is font new. Is assigned font new. Font create face. They'll take the face and put let's see, I need that Lua. These we already have. We just don't need that because it'll detect inside if it's a number. This will be new. This overload will be new. This single number because we had rotate around point or something up here. Or this one. We did. Yeah, there we go. We had a angle and a point. So on points, I don't know how many overloads there are for this. I'll look that up in a second. We'll fill UTF-8 text. Let's see if that's in there somewhere. Text. I only see these two, and it just differs in the type of point you supply. So it's int. I guess this is a wow. And this must be doubles. Yeah, doubles. So that'll be the easier one to do. I don't know if I have points down here somewhere too. Yeah, p dot x. P dot. I think just because of this, I'll make it take a table. I guess with x and y. Make them. Yeah, I'll do that. The, the integer version, I don't know how, because there's no way Lua is going to detect that, and even if we really drill down, really cross-examine the numbers in on the C++ side, we might not even want the integer version. We might still want doubles, so I'll have to think about it if I want to expose the int version. But definitely not in this example. So colon syntax again. All right, so we have create from file to fill in, which only needs to return an error code. Does it? Wait, so well, yeah, it's returning an error, so I guess that populates the face if it's successful. So it doesn't return anything. So you need that. Create from file, create from face, and I'll add the rotate first. So just need a single argument rotation and contexts. So rotate here. Okay, so if is number 4, and I guess we can actually relax this because we've already checked it. Okay. Else, this will probably be huge later if we support all those overloads. Okay. So in this case, I think we just want one of them. So double data. So it's not an array, we're just assigning to it. But it takes an address, so we'll get the address of that. And we want a different one of these. We just want rotate. Okay. It's that one. The base create from file will look like that other one. It'll look like read from file, I think. So we want base create from file. and so image, that was an image that was read, not read from file. It was read from file, wasn't it? Yeah, that was read from file. So in this case, create from file. The read from file will look a lot like this. We want font base, create from file. Yeah. So that'll take the font base, the string, and and what else? Read flags. I don't know what the defaults are there. Okay, let's see how they implement the ability. Oh, I think that might have been a fridge. Okay, read flags looks like the defaults are 0. So I'm going to leave that as is for now. Have a fridge defrosting out there, and or else something fell off a counter. That might also be it. Doing some cleaning. That looks okay to me. Font face, so create from face, it's just the face and some number. Create from file, create from face. Create from face. I don't know if I returned anything. Well, it didn't here. I don't know. CBL fonts, create from face. Yeah. Fonts, font face, 2, and size. So float. I don't know why it's float and not a double, but I'll cast that. Yeah. And the next one was the biggie, I think. Fill UTF-8 text. Okay. And we're using the deep form. So, okay. It's in context. And there's that troublemaker, or round rec that was giving me troubles earlier. I still don't know what was happening last time. It must be a Windows SDK thing, but and something with upgrading from 12 to 16 that I don't know. So DL context build u. That's not build text. Context D. That isn't what I saw. Context D. Okay, so this is speaking something like that. Yeah. This is get context. Oh, right. So we're expecting the first one to be a table, and to point once. I imagine that will be generalized down the line. Okay, let's see. Get the field. So I have to get X. This will expect that form, and add X and Y. And then this was fix the so scale points. We'll check these are numbers. And the negatives are in case you add spurious arguments. So okay. VP and is that all? I wanted a font in there too, didn't I? Yeah, there's a font. Okay. So get font 3 and check string 4. And these other things, the check numbers and everything should break if they get called on the font or the string, or these should break if any were missing because of that. And the size maps. Yeah. And UTF-8. Okay. Looks about right. I'll make sure I do my purge stuff here. Make sure that everything stays up to date while I'm testing. I have Okay, nothing's in there yet. Compiled, so if I get this working, I'll quickly do that test and then I'm gonna close down because I didn't want to be too long tonight. So I'll just put some prints here to make sure everything runs as expected. 3. That should be okay. 7. Should be no different than that one. So let's try this out. No, font fix. Okay, that's a Lua error. It's not too bad. 46. So let's just make this new. So that suggests either I misspelled something, or I left like this. I'm adding it. Font face, add font face, and font face. Okay. And font face. Font face, add font face. It did show up. It's oh, whoa. I know what's going wrong. I'm so I am using the snapshot that I built last time because I was doing that to send it around to some folks. And I don't want that on right now. So I was using a pre-built version. this should grab the new one. Make sure I have everything wiped. Yeah. There we go. I think that worked like a charm. Yeah. Okay, so I'll I believe that's actually what the sample. Yeah, that's what the sample looks like. Okay. Well, I'll quickly go. I'll see if I can get this other sample started. But I'm not going to do the lip runs and everything else that's involved. Where am I looking at? Okay. So I'm in. So I can take these out. Maybe go on something like this. And that'll look at that later. I mean, it doesn't have to perform exactly, but. All right, example 8, and I'll be content if I get some very basic. The very, very basics anyway. So there's this big string in here. I just want to print it. I don't. So that we'll do it like this. I don't think it'll. I don't know if the long string version will do what I want. So there's an infinite loop. Let's do. I guess 0. This is it's not a very well named variable, but I am only testing. So if I is, in theory, this should crash anyway. But if it goes too high, then error. So this we aren't going to use. And no, I think we can do use separator. It's so instead of stirker, which we'll look for the other character and then start breaking up the string. It'll what? I don't know. Actually, I don't think stirker does. That's stirker. Just stirker will just find the spot. So that's why it's doing this in minus text, because it's calculating the length, but text is still valid up to that point, and it's pushed ahead. It's pushed ahead past the new line. So what I want is text that's defined. So I think we want this pattern. That might be enough. I'm not going to call it end, but oh, And UTF-8 text actually. Oh, well, that's another one. I guess this is where the size will actually come in handy. I just set the size max previously, but no, we'll actually want the size for this region. So, except we'll get this. I think this. Let me find this documentation. Find. First one, find information and returns the index. And starts and ends. No, it'll be the same spot because it's just one character. So that spot one. So we want. Okay. And else what? Otherwise, it returns nil. So if not step, then break. And then we'll change text to be beyond the separator. So we do have a separator. Then for now we'll just print. Yeah. So if we have it, then we'll get the text from 1 to separator -1. Otherwise, just get the text. So that might be okay. Maybe return there. So we're not going to go into printing any, or showing any image or anything. So let's see that. So like this, and then maybe some error. Fork the, no, want that. Or that. Oh, right. I had one of double brackets and a brace there, so that's some C++ holdovers. Ooh, let's see if this. Try this again. Now I got some other. What do I have? Did I? Where am I doing this? I'm expected end. You're not ending my loop, maybe? Yeah. Looks like. Okay, yeah, these are definitely not. Right. So I didn't close the while loop, I guess. That's because I took out the brace and I didn't. Here we go. Hello, Blend. Hello, to be on a simple. I guess I should have used that II. Hang on, 1, 2, 3. So it means that means our loop is working right. So we can actually take out this protective, or this test stuff. And the rest is too much to do now. So I know some of this is already just copy paste, probably up to this point. But I'm satisfied with that for now. And I guess I'll do one more rounding out these samples. I'll maybe go into the other ones later, or at least try to fill up the GUI before I go into them. Some of that looks... oh, we'll see. I'll do that and then probably try to hook it up with an image source. As I mentioned earlier, that Bitmap can take in, or can provide an image source using data that comes in, and Blend2D images are a perfect example. So we pipe the image in through the output image. But on that note, I am done for tonight. I hope anyone who watches this enjoyed. Good night.